How can a seemingly normal family life turn into a horrifying nightmare overnight? This is a question that continues to haunt Oklahoma City as we delve into the tragic incident involving the Candy family. On the fateful day of April 22nd, a peaceful family home turned into a horrifying crime scene. Jonathan Candy, a 42-year-old man, fatally shot his wife, Lindsay Candy, aged 39, and three of their four children, Dylan, Ethan, and Lucas, aged 18, 14, and 12 respectively, before turning the gun on himself. In a chilling twist, the sole survivor of this unthinkable act was the couple's 10-year-old son. Waking to a scene no child should ever witness, he found the courage to dial 911, alerting authorities to the tragedy that had unfolded while he slept. This brave boy, now in the care of a relative, is the only living witness to the aftermath of this devastating event. In a disturbing revelation, authorities confirmed that they had never received any calls to the Candy's home prior to the murders. The family had no history of domestic abuse reports, making this shocking event even more baffling. As we delve deeper into this case, we are left grappling with the question: what could drive a man to annihilate his own family in such a brutal manner? Today, we explore the details of this case, the lives that were lost and the ripple effects of such a tragedy on a community, a city, and a nation. As we unravel the threads of this story, we are left with more questions than answers. A peaceful family home became a crime scene overnight, leaving a community and a nation in shock. As we continue our exploration of this story, we strive to understand how such a tragedy could unfold, and how a family, seemingly like any other, could be shattered in such a horrific manner. What would it be like to wake up and find your whole family dead? It's a chilling thought, isn't it? A nightmare beyond comprehension. And yet, this was the grim reality for a 10-year-old boy in Oklahoma City. On the morning of April 23rd, he awoke to a scene of unimaginable horror. His family, the people he loved and trusted the most, lay lifeless in their home. The lives of his mother, Lindsay, and brothers Dylan, Ethan, and Lucas abruptly extinguished. And the man responsible was none other than his father, Jonathan Candy. Upon discovering this horrifying scene, the young boy did something that would have been difficult for anyone, let alone a child of his age. He picked up the phone and dialed 911. It was around 9:35 in the morning when he relayed the chilling reality to the operator. "Everyone inside the home appeared to be dead," he said, a statement that sent shockwaves through the hearts of those who heard it. Now, you might be wondering, how did he sleep through such a tragic event? Well, according to Oklahoma City Police Sergeant Gary Knight, the boy had been in his room, with the door closed and a box fan humming, presumably muffling the dreadful sounds of the night. "There is no indication he didn't sleep through it," Knight stated, painting a picture of a nightmarish awakening for this young survivor. In the aftermath of the tragedy, the boy is now staying with a relative, a beacon of normalcy in a world turned upside down. His life will never be the same, and the road to recovery will undoubtedly be a long one. But in the face of such unspeakable horror, this young boy showed remarkable strength. His courage and resilience serve as a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure, even in the face of the most devastating circumstances. In the face of unspeakable horror, a young boy showed remarkable strength. How does a family make sense of such a shocking event? That's the question many are asking as we delve deeper into this heart-wrenching story. The Candy family, left grappling with the unimaginable, issued a statement following the incident that provides a glimpse into their pain and confusion. In their words, "Our entire family has been left shattered and confused with so many questions we won't ever have answers to." It's a sentiment that resonates with all who hear their story. They are left to pick up the pieces of a life shattered in an instant, a task no family should ever have to face. The statement also paints a picture of Jonathan that is at odds with the monstrous act he committed. They described him as the one whose jokes and goofy attitude kept everyone smiling. This description, sitting uncomfortably next to the knowledge of what he ultimately did to his own family, is a chilling reminder that appearances can be deceiving. The family statement continued, "Aside from these events, his children and wife were his entire life." It's a baffling contradiction. further deepening the mystery of what could have driven a man described as devoted to his family to commit such an unthinkable act. In their grief, the Candy family made a plea, a simple request that carries profound weight in the wake of their loss. "Please hug your family tight," they implored. It's a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing our loved ones while we can. And finally, they acknowledged the long road of healing ahead, stating, "It's going to be a very long healing process for everyone affected." It's a sobering truth, a testament to the lasting impact of this horrific event on the lives of those left behind. The family's pain and confusion echo through their words, a stark reminder of the human cost of this tragedy. What could possibly drive a man to commit such a horrifying act? This is the question that has been echoing throughout the Oklahoma City Police Department as investigators delve into the chilling case of Jonathan Candy, a man who, in a fateful turn of events, murdered his family before turning the gun on himself. The investigation, as you can imagine, has been a complex one, hampered by the sheer brutality of the crime scene and the absence of a clear motive. Despite these challenges, some grim details have begun to emerge. At a press conference, Oklahoma City Police Sergeant Gary Knight painted a haunting picture of the events that transpired on April 22nd. In his words, what happened in that residence was nothing short of a massacre. The children, Knight explained, were hunted down and killed. This chilling statement suggests a calculated approach to the murders, a fact that only deepens the mystery surrounding Jonathan's motives. While the investigation is still ongoing, authorities have yet to uncover any history of domestic abuse within the Candy family. There had been no calls to the family's home prior to the murders, making this violent act seem all the more inexplicable. In the face of a case so steeped in tragedy, investigators are working tirelessly to piece together the events of that dreadful night. They are sifting through every shred of evidence, every lead, in hopes of shedding light on the dark motivations behind Jonathan Candy's deadly actions. The search for answers continues, and as it does, the community, the surviving family members, and indeed all of us, wait with bated breath. We hope for clarity, for understanding, and most importantly, for justice for the victims of this devastating crime. While the investigation continues, the chilling details of that fateful night remain etched in our minds. What was life like for the Candy family before this tragic incident? The answer to this question takes us back to a time less than 2 years before the unthinkable tragedy. In November of 2022, Jonathan and Lindsay Candy, the parents at the heart of this devastating story, appeared in an episode of the TV series Discover Oklahoma. The couple were portrayed as regular customers of a bakery and deli in Yukon, Oklahoma, which was being featured on the show. In the episode, Jonathan expressed his love for the eatery's breakfast burritos, stating that he visited the place twice a week just for them. His words painted a picture of a man who enjoyed the simple pleasures of life, a man who found joy in a well-made breakfast burrito. He said, "I love it because I can eat a big burrito and then I don't have to eat until nighttime." Beside him, Lindsay nodded in agreement, a silent yet supportive presence, adding weight to Jonathan's words. It was a snapshot of their life, a glimpse into the normalcy that once existed. The couple's seemingly regular activities and ordinary lives were a stark contrast to the horror that would later unfold. Their TV appearance showed no signs of the darkness that would eventually consume their family. Jonathan even managed to crack a joke during the episode, a testament to the family's statement about his goofy nature. He quipped about his love for the bakery's carrot cake, saying, "I love carrot cake. I don't eat a lot of sweets, even with my last name." It was a moment of levity, a moment that now feels haunting in its innocence. A snapshot of a time when happiness and normalcy were part of the Candy family's life, a stark contrast to the horror that unfolded. What happens after such a shocking incident rocks a community? The Candy family murder-suicide, a devastating blow, sent shockwaves throughout Oklahoma City. The community, once a haven of peace and tranquility, was left stunned, grappling with the inconceivable reality of what unfolded within the confines of an ordinary family home. As the dust settles, the community finds itself in the throes of grief and disbelief. Neighbors, friends, even casual acquaintances are left to wrestle with the haunting questions. How could this happen? What could drive a man, described as goofy and devoted, to commit such a horrifying act? the echoes of laughter and shared memories now overshadowed by the chilling narrative of that fateful April night. In the aftermath, the community rallies together, leaning on each other for emotional support, comfort, and strength. Vigils are held, memorials created, as individuals seek to honor the lives cruelly snuffed out. The Candy family's favorite bakery and deli, a place of joy and camaraderie, now stands as a poignant reminder of the life that once was. The investigation continues, the authorities meticulously piecing together the events leading up to that gruesome morning. The process is painstaking, the search for answers fraught with complexity. The motive behind the violence remains elusive, deepening the sense of loss and mystery surrounding the incident. Meanwhile, the surviving 10-year-old son, thrust into an unimaginable reality, is left to navigate the labyrinth of grief and loss. His resilience, a beacon of hope amidst the darkness, serves as a poignant reminder of the human spirit's indomitable strength. In the wake of this tragedy, the community's fabric is forever altered, its sense of safety and normalcy shattered. Yet, amidst the heartbreak and despair, there is a collective resolve to heal, to remember, and to find some semblance of peace. In the aftermath of this tragedy, a community is left grappling with unanswered questions and a devastating loss. How can we make sense of a tragedy that defies all understanding? We've journeyed through a story steeped in shock and despair, an incident that has left a community shattered and a family forever scarred. We've spoken of the unimaginable horror that unfolded within the walls of the Candy family home on April 22nd, when Jonathan Candy, a father and husband, turned a weapon on his own family, taking the lives of his wife Lindsay and their 3 sons, Dylan, Ethan, and Lucas, before ending his own life. We've heard the chilling account of the sole survivor, the 10-year-old son who awoke to find his world irrevocably altered. His bravery and resilience in the face of such an unfathomable ordeal is a testament to the human spirit's ability to endure even the darkest of times. We've shared the heartfelt words of the Candy family as they grapple with their loss, their statement a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of cherishing our loved ones. They spoke of Jonathan as a man whose goofy attitude kept everyone smiling, a stark contrast to the person who perpetrated this terrible act. We've delved into the ongoing investigation, the painstaking process as law enforcement attempts to piece together the why behind this horrifying event, the speculation that Jonathan hunted down his own children, a chilling assertion that paints a disturbing picture of the final moments for the Candy family. We've looked back at the life of the Candy family before the tragedy, their appearance on a television show less than 2 years prior. A snapshot of a seemingly happy family, a stark contrast to the nightmare that was to come. The aftermath of this tragedy has rippled through the community, a stark reminder of the potential danger lurking beneath the surface of even the most seemingly ordinary lives. The importance of recognizing signs of distress and potential harm cannot be overstated, a lesson tragically underscored by this horrifying event. As we continue to grapple with this horrifying event, we are reminded of the importance of family, community, and understanding the signs of potential danger in our own lives.